Don't.
Don't what?
Don't give me hope.
So the final look for The Last of Us live action is out, and the series is due to premiere on the 15th, and I believe this would be the first adaptation of a video game that I like, that I haven't personally played. Actually, I think the PC version is coming up. What the fuck? Hi, my name is Nacho, welcome back to the channel. So I watched the trailer, and the first question that came to my mind, like most of you, is this gonna be any good? The Last of Us is probably one of the most popular game franchises out there, but there's been a lot of controversy behind it in the past couple of years, particularly around the sequel. Surrounding things like Ellie being gay, the entire character of Abby, the backlash around Naughty Dog and Neil Druckmann apparently being a prick to his employees, making him work abusive hours, which in the gaming sphere is known as crunch. Plus this being a video game adaptation in the horrible environment that entertainment is nowadays, it raises the question if this is going to be another Halo or Resident Evil fiasco that's gonna make us gamers sad.
Why are you naked? Oh!
From an initial look, some of the concerns from my last video seems to have been made justice. The clickers, who surprisingly are not the worst thing about this world, look very good, as well as some of the teaser photos posted on Twitter. It does look like they went practical on the prosthetics and makeup, so I'm very excited to see them in action. There's a lot of shots of the hunters chasing our main protagonist, which is one of the focal points of the story and something Joel and Ellie had to deal with constantly on their journey across America. There's cuts to the characters that make some of the story, which I won't spoil because I highly recommend you play the game. Some people complain about the race swap of the likes of Joel and his brother, which I am definitely not worried about because, like I usually say, I couldn't care less about how a person looks as long as they're good at their job. And Pedro Pascal is the best. Now, what is the bad news? Because there has to be bad news, right? Well, kind of. Unlike The Witcher, the game being the main source material makes it easier to adapt, and Neil Druckmann himself, being part of the creative team, gave hope to the fans for a faithful adaptation, saying, "Sometimes adaptations haven't worked because the source material is not strong enough. Sometimes they haven't worked because the people making it don't understand the source material," which I believe is a strong statement that has been proven true several times. Craig Mazin, one of the people behind Chernobyl, said that when you're adapting something like a video game, changes have to be done smartly. We're telling more, there is so much more in between. The game only having about an hour and a half worth of cutscenes with the rest being gameplay is not enough to fill 9 50-minute episodes, so it'll be interesting to see how they fill that out. However, that being said, there's little red flags out there, like casting Nico Parker as Joel's daughter. This of course is not a big deal because she dies very early in the game, but if you're calling this the most faithful of adaptations, why not just cast a blonde girl? Something has also been said is that the series will tone down the violence from the games, keeping only what Druckmann and Mazin deem very essential. So I'm guessing no kill cams. It hasn't been officially rated, but Druckmann stated that it's going to be 14 plus or rated mature, which I hope it is, because otherwise it's not gonna work given the level of violence that the games have. Finally, Mazin said in an interview with the New Yorker that death in-game means less because it's just watching pixels die, which is kinda true. I mean, killing NPCs is just something you do in games like this, but it does sound like it's undermining the level of connection you can get with some of these characters. I don't need to show the ghost click, don't I? I'm gonna show it.
Did you know? Man.
Which is similar to the showrunners of Halo saying they've never played the games, which is not something you want to hear from the people in charge of adapting one of your favorite games. Finally, people saying that they shouldn't make an adaptation because the game tells the story perfectly, and they're just trying to milk money out of it. Well, yeah, that's entertainment in a nutshell. The goal of any project is to make money outside of whatever creative passion there might be behind it. And I disagree, because if Cyberpunk Edge Runner's thought of something is that a well-adapted show or movie can greatly add to the sales of the game and help its community grow. So I'm keen to see what they come out with, and as always I'm going to do my live reaction alongside any news that might come out. But if you watch this fun into the video, leave us a like, let me know in the comments down below. Are you a fan of The Last of Us? Do you believe that we're gonna get the most faithful of adaptations? Are you a fan of the sequel? Did you like it? Let me know in the comments down below, and as always I've been Nacho. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.